local Upper Basin High School. We're going to be working through the show today.
The weather was beautiful last week. See if it's beautiful again this week.
We have some sports events coming up, so stay tuned to find out what they are.
The record high for today was 92, and the low is 70. It's gonna be beautiful later. Normal high is 88, normal low is 78. The records that had been set in 2011 was 100, and 1954 was 100 as well. The hour-by-hour forecast is going to be mostly cloudy out through the whole day. It's going to be staying in the high 80s all day. It's going to be a pretty day. Allergy forecast, they're all getting kind of to the high, to the medium. Watch out for the people that got allergies with mold and whatnot.
I'm cooked.
Yes, that's in the high. Forecast for this week, it's going to be a little rainy, a little humid out there all week. It's going to be in the 80s though, so it's going to be cooler than it was last week. We remember that day when it was like 100. It's going to be way cooler. The weekend forecast is going to be mostly cloudy to clear. The humidity is going to be on Saturday and comfortable on Sunday, so get ready for a Sunday, y'all. And it's going to be in the 80s.
I don't know about y'all. I'm going to be relaxing on Sunday because it seems like we got, it's not as hot as it was last week, but we still got a pretty warm work week. The work conditions aren't going to be as ideal as, we could possibly have it. It's going to be really hot outside. Same for the sports. Whenever you're at practice, you might be sweating a little bit. It's a little better than last week, but, what type of games do we have actually that we're going to be sweating in?
This evening, the golf team is going to Meg's and playing them at White Oaks. It's a beautiful course, so should be fun. And then tomorrow there's another golf match, but it's at home. So the only volleyball game happening this week is Thursday, and it's CSLA, at CSLA, I'm pretty sure. Or it might be at home. Find out tomorrow, so.
Find out tomorrow.
That's about it. Our football game is at South Pittsburgh this Friday, so.
Make sure you're there.
If you're able to travel, make the trip.
Sounds very intuitive, I must say. Very intuitive. It seems like it's pretty, as I said, kind of hot. We got I'm sure you guys could tell, but I've been hitting at it the entire time. Yesterday was Labor Day. Speaking of Labor Day, our weather girl actually had to work on Labor Day. But, it celebrates, all the poor work conditions we used to go through, Actually, we're going to give you a little history lesson on, how it came about. So, at first, 1882. We're way back a while ago,
back.
We're not anywhere near here. We actually had our first Labor Day parade in America. It was a workers' strike, bricklayers, jewelers, etc. They would always complain about the working conditions in the country's factories, road mills, and mines, and everything was not suited to human standards, let's say. It was very hot, 18 hours a day, about that, no rest, and then you go to sleep, you get your breakfast, and you go right again. And so, September 5th, 1882 was the first Labor Day parade we had. Secondly, we demanded an 8-hour workday because we worked so much in the day. We wanted some time with our families. And, I'm saying we because, we're also workers in this. We're paying our taxes, as, our viewers are. So the third, we, right after we demanded an 8-hour workday, we started a kind of a riot, I will say.
Oh.
It was known as the Haymarket Riot. This time we were very passionate. We were very, very excited about our potential 8-hour workday. So everybody was going crazy, Actually, there was bombs went off, people died, Specifically, it started on May 1st, 1886, and on May 4th, a bomb went off and killed 7 police officers and 8 civilians. And the killer, brother was never found.
I would say brother was never found.
Brother was never found, unfortunately. or fortunately, it depends on your perspective of the situation. But this event gave heed to a bit of an international gathering in Paris, where they declared the 1st of May Day, an international workers' holiday. But that didn't, come around for America for many, many more years, almost a century actually. We were really late into it, but, throughout that entire 100 years, we had many riots, many, all these things that, catapulted us a little bit into, we got to get this done. You know what I mean? And then 1984, about 80, 90 year difference, almost 100 actually, we declare Labor Day a national holiday, which, as it should, the poor work conditions we still go through are still very much relevant. It's not as bad as it used to be, but we still got some problems that we need to fix. But
we decided to lock in and give us 8-hour work days. So.
For sure, and now we at least have some of us get 8-hour work days. Not everybody, it's your decision at least now. What was today? September 3rd. September 3rd.
Yeah.
So it's been dozens of years since then. We've improved our work conditions significantly. What are we eating today? What are we eating for our work conditions to be supported on?
We're having Salisbury steak and gravy. That sounds
delicious. I will say that sounds delicious. Salisbury steak's top five in the school for me, unironically. And their mashed potatoes. They're solid. They're solid. And I love the sauce in the Salisbury steak. As we always like to iterate, we're seeing our beautiful, gorgeous lunch ladies. So we're pretty excited, just to come in.
Love them.
We love them. They're always running around the house. They're running around the school. Trying to help. It's such a community here. Nah, it's almost a house. Let's be honest. What do we have for breakfast tomorrow?
Chicken and waffles.
Chicken and waffles. That's fire. That sounds pretty nice. Everybody must be there for breakfast. Don't get here late. Make sure you're on time, like we always are. We're never absent. We're always here. What birthdays do we have? What birthdays do we have?
I don't know about that.
Okay, we do not have the birthdays yet, but we will have that for you tomorrow. But whoever it is, make sure we're celebrating. Happy birthday. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you guys for actually tuning in with us today. Hopefully you have some work after school today. You have something to do, something planned out, because Labor Day was yesterday. It's over. So we're getting right back to work. Thank you for tuning in with us. Thank you for waking up with us, actually. It's September 3rd, 2024, just to remind you. And we'll see you tomorrow for Wednesday.
Guest
Wednesday. We'll be having a guest on the show. Quite exciting.